Mary had been at the same fintech company for 6 years. Same desk, same role, same routine. She knew the rhythm of her work the way you know a song you've heard 1,000 times, without even thinking about it. She was good at her job, really good. The kind of good that comes from years of showing up, paying attention, and quietly becoming the person everyone turned to when the numbers didn't make sense. Then, in January, her manager called her into a meeting she wasn't expecting. The company was restructuring. Her entire team was being absorbed into a new product division, one that worked completely differently. No more spreadsheets and quarterly reports. It was agile sprints, daily stand-ups, product roadmaps, and a whole vocabulary she'd never needed before. Her new teammates had built their careers in this world. She was walking into it at 34, with 6 years of muscle memory she wasn't sure anyone wanted anymore. She went home that night and almost started updating her CV. She opened her laptop, typed 2 lines into a cover letter, then closed it. She didn't know exactly why she stopped. Maybe it was pride. Maybe it was something quieter, a small, stubborn voice that said, "Not yet." So she stayed. The first 3 weeks were humbling in a way she hadn't expected. She was used to being the person with the answers. Now she was the person asking basic questions in Slack at 9 p.m., rewatching onboarding videos twice, sitting in stand-ups and nodding at things she only half understood. Her new teammates were kind, but kindness doesn't close a gap. Effort does. She started doing something she hadn't done in years. She took notes. Not work notes, learning notes. She wrote down words she didn't understand and looked them up after meetings. She asked a junior colleague, someone 5 years younger than her, to walk her through the sprint planning tool, and she swallowed every instinct that wanted to pretend she already knew. It was uncomfortable, genuinely uncomfortable, the kind that sits in your chest on the commute home. But she kept showing up. The shift came during a sprint review in week 4. The team had been circling the same user flow problem for 40 minutes, wireframes up on the screen, voices overlapping, energy starting to flatten. They were so deep inside the product logic that no one was stepping back far enough to see it clearly. Mary had been quiet for most of the meeting, but something about the problem looked familiar. Not from product work, but from years of watching customer behavior in the data. She'd seen this pattern before, not here, but somewhere that mattered. She hesitated for a moment, then said, "Can I show you something?" She pulled up a breakdown she'd run the previous week, not because anyone asked, but because old habits die hard, and she'd been curious. The room went still. She walked them through what the data was actually showing about where users dropped off and why. Then someone said, "That's exactly it." Just like that, the meeting changed direction. A decision that had been stuck for days got made in 20 minutes. Mary drove home differently that night. She realized something important sitting in traffic on the 3rd Mainland Bridge. She hadn't lost her skills in the transition. She'd just been waiting, without knowing it, for the right moment to repackage them. The context had changed, the tools had changed, but the thinking, the pattern recognition, the instinct for what the numbers were trying to say, that was still hers. She stopped trying to become someone else and started figuring out how to bring herself into the new environment. By month 3, she was leading the onboarding experience redesign. By month 5, she was mentoring 2 newer team members who were struggling with the same adjustments she'd just gone through. She became, without planning to, the person her team turned to when the data and the product thinking needed to speak to each other. The role had changed, she had changed with it, and she was better for it. What Mary went through was adaptability. She didn't just tweak her style for a difficult week, she rebuilt her entire way of operating, her tools, her vocabulary, her role identity, across months. And the most important part? She did it without discarding what made her valuable in the first place. That's the hallmark of true adaptability. You don't become someone new, you become a more versatile version of who you already are. In a world where industries restructure, roles evolve, and the ground shifts beneath your feet without warning, adaptability isn't a nice to have, It's the skill that decides whether change breaks you or builds you. Mary chose to be built. Adaptability is something deeper. It's the ability to fundamentally adjust to a new environment over time, restructuring how you think, what you prioritize, and how you apply what you know. It's a skill of sustained change, not just momentary adjustment.